Each year, this verdant fortress, a truly impenetrable bastion, absorbs nearly 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide, positioning itself as one of the most vast carbon reservoirs on our globe, the Amazon. The Las Piedras River, a majestic tributary of the Amazon, has carved its vigorous path for millennia, nurturing an exuberant existence that thrives beneath a dense, protective canopy. This ecosystem, one of the wildest and most extreme on the planet, reveals a nature that manifests at times as a relentless adversary and at others as a nurturing mother of infinite generosity, sustaining every form of life. The vastest, the most powerful, unique in its kind, and formidable. To ensure their survival and assert their supremacy, the ultimate predators engage in a perpetual struggle for existence, establishing an ecosystem where a fragile balance is maintained at every moment. Welcome to the heart of the wild Amazon to discover the unfathomable mysteries of its sovereign predators. Regarded as one of the most untamed and biologically rich regions on the globe, the Amazon, affectionately nicknamed the green lung of the earth, is also the stage for the most ferocious struggle for survival for the most imposing creatures. Here the apex predators reign as absolute masters, controlling and dominating the food chain with uncontested authority. Concealed beneath the thick foliage, the jaguar progresses with a feline gait, silent as the breath of wind, hunting with a discretion and swiftness that leave no chance for its prey. In the dark waters, the gigantic anaconda entwines its victim, using its phenomenal musculature to extinguish life in the space of mere minutes. Within the tranquil meanders of the Amazon, the black caiman imposes its supreme royalty over all other creatures. The Amazon, this place where life and death are intimately interwoven, stands as a vibrant testament to the persistence of species across millions of years. Here, the battles for survival constitute an essential and inescapable component of the eternal cycle of life. Before becoming the vast tropical rainforest we admire today, the Amazon traversed a tumultuous geological history marked by drastic transformations spanning millions of years. The emergence and gradual uplift of the Andes mountain range compelled the rivers and lakes to flow eastward, thereby altering the course of the Amazon River from west to east to ultimately empty into the Atlantic Ocean. This major tectonic displacement engendered a vast aquatic region that gradually transformed into an immense tropical forest, perpetually humid and prodigiously rich in nutrients. This cataclysmic change shaped an ideal environment for the flourishing of one of the most biologically diverse jungles in the world, the one we know as the Amazon. The Amazon rainforest, with its wild beauty and imposing majesty, extends across 9 South American countries: Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. The beating heart of this immense jungle is situated in Brazil, which encompasses approximately 60% of its total area, like a gigantic green lung for our planet. Resting on a geological base of remarkable stability, the Amazon is an invaluable natural treasure, endowed with nutrient-rich alluvial deposits brought by the Amazon River and its hundreds of tributaries over millions of years. The landscape is predominantly dominated by vast low plains and river valleys, dotted with rolling hills and impetuous streams, thus composing a natural tableau of exceptional richness and diversity. The Amazon rainforest is distinguished by its emerald mantle, consisting of multiple layers of vegetation, from the roots deeply anchored in the soil to the high canopy, where the sun's rays struggle to graze the treetops. The Amazon River, like a silver ribbon winding through the lush jungle, carries the essential water and nutrients, fueling life in every corner. This monumental river is not just the vital circulatory system of the forest, it also embodies a symbol of eternal life within a teeming and sustainable ecosystem. The Amazon rainforest is a natural wonder where life prospers with a degree of complexity and diversity that surpasses any other place on Earth, presenting itself as a brilliant testament to divine creation in all its splendor. With approximately 390 billion trees belonging to 16,000 distinct species, the Amazon evokes an immense verdant tapestry woven by the hand of the Creator, overflowing with life and harmony. It is truly astounding to note that only 100 tree species account for 50% of the total, reflecting the perfect design of divinity to maintain the unique ecological balance of this sanctuary. A study published in the journal Science Advances in 2023 estimates that the Amazon could shelter up to 80,000 different species of plants. The Amazon is home to approximately 10% of all known species on the planet, including more than 2,200 species of fish, 1,300 species of birds, 427 species of mammals, 430 species of amphibians, and 380 species of reptiles. Besides the large visible plants and animals, the Amazon is a treasure trove of microorganisms, housing millions of species of bacteria and fungi that play a vital and irreplaceable role in nutrient cycles and biological decomposition. This teeming diversity is a manifest proof of the extraordinary adaptability and resilience of life in an environment that is certainly demanding, yet prodigiously supplied with resources. The subterranean environment of the Amazon rainforest consists of a humus layer of exceptional nutritional richness, where decomposition processes occur with remarkable speed, fostered by the hot and humid tropical climate. A According to a study published in the Journal of Tropical Ecology in 2023, the Amazon rainforest has the capacity to store over 100 billion tons of carbon in its humus layer, thus playing a crucial and determining role in global climate regulation. In 2024, more than 2,000 species of fungi were recorded here, forming an ecological network of fascinating complexity that connects plants and microorganisms, like a subterranean nervous system for the jungle. These fungi do not merely decompose organic matter, they also generate essential nutrients that allow the trees to thrive vigorously. They establish an intimate symbiotic relationship with the tree roots, facilitating the absorption of water and minerals from the soil, thereby contributing significantly to the incomparable fertility and vitality of the Amazon rainforest. Thus, the soil of the Amazon transforms into a sacred land where supreme predators reign. The jaguar, whose scientific name is Panthera onca, is the largest feline on the American continent and the ultimate predator of the Amazon rainforest. Each great cat exploits its particular advantages when hunting. For example, lions hunt in organized prides with clearly defined roles, tigers generally attack from the flanks, and leopards set surprising ambushes for their prey. Nevertheless, a common trait unites them. They typically bite the throat of their victims to suffocate them. In contrast, the jaguar employs a radically different hunting method. This great feline possesses the most powerful bite in the Panthera genus, reaching up to 1,500 pounds per square inch. Thanks to this phenomenal force, it concludes its relentless ambush with a direct bite to the skull of its prey, causing a lethal wound to the brain that kills it almost instantly. This gives the jaguar in the Amazon an extremely varied diet, ranging from deer and peccaries to large reptiles like the black caiman. However, despite its prodigious strength, the jaguar faces the risk of a population decline due to habitat loss and conflicts with humans, with an estimate of only 15,000 individuals in 2024. The leaf-strewn floor of the Amazon is not only the kingdom of large predators, but also the refuge for over 430 species of amphibians, each endowed with unique and ingenious survival strategies. Among them, the poison dart frog, known scientifically as dendrobats, stands out as a sophisticated predator concealing a formidable power in its minuscule body. These frogs feed on small insects such as ants, termites, and spiders, using the dry leaves and tree roots as perfect hiding spots while they await the opportune moment to strike. ability to camouflage themselves in the sylvan environment and their lightning-fast reflexes make them unpredictable predators. Their vibrant colors, red, blue, yellow, orange, constitute an unequivocal warning to any potential predator, indicating that their small body contains a lethal weapon, batrachotoxin. This toxin, one of the most potent known in nature, is capable of paralyzing the nervous system of its prey and even causing death. Even more minuscule than the poison dart frogs, insects, and microorganisms work tirelessly beneath the soft earth of the Amazon. They play a crucial role in the decomposition of organic matter, enriching the soil and maintaining the nutrient cycle. Among them, the leafcutter ants are indefatigable workers, active day and night. They cut pieces of leaves from nearby trees and transport them to their colony to cultivate a special fungus that will then serve as food for the entire community. Each colony of leafcutter ants can house millions of individuals, operating according to a complex and highly efficient system of labor division. Soldier ants are tasked with protecting the colony, while the workers handle the cutting and transporting of leaves. Underground, the colonies of these ants can extend up to 8 meters deep, forming a complex network with chambers dedicated to fungus cultivation and the storage of larvae, carefully protected from predators and harsh environmental conditions. Situated at a height varying between 30 and 50 meters above the ground, where the sun's rays filter through the crowns of giant trees, the canopy of the Amazon rainforest is a vibrant and unique world of its own. This ecological level is crucial for climate regulation and maintaining the balance of the forest ecosystem by reducing evaporation, preserving moisture, and protecting the species living below from intense solar rays. The canopy stores up to 40% of the forest's carbon, thus playing a fundamental role in mitigating climate change. Over 20,000 different plant species inhabit it, including broadleaf trees and epiphytes, specially adapted to capture light. The canopy is an autonomous world where about 50% of the Amazon rainforest species can complete their entire life cycle without ever needing to touch the ground.
One of the most singular inhabitants of the canopy is the sloth, whose scientific name is Bradipus, a mammal that spends about 90% of its time suspended from the branches of trees. Conhecido como dos animais mais lentos do mundo, o preguiça move-se a uma velocidade aproximada de 0,24 km por hora. A lentidão proverbial do preguiça deve-se à sua dieta particular, composta principalmente de folhas de cecropia, flores e frutos, fontes de alimento pobres em nutrientes, mas abundantes na copa.
Its digestive system has evolved to process the cellulose in leaves with a digestive process that can last up to 30 days, allowing them to survive on a limited amount of food. The sloth consumes only about 160 calories per day, compared to the 2,000 to 3,000 calories needed by other animals of similar size. The sloth has long, curved claws that allow it to grip firmly onto branches, as well as a thick coat that often hosts moss and green algae, providing it with perfect camouflage among the foliage. This dense fur also serves as a refuge for moths, helping them hide from predators. In return, these moths help the sloth by feeding on the algae and fungi that grow on its coat, thus maintaining its body hygiene. The symbiotic relationship between the sloth and the moths creates a small but complex ecosystem on the sloth's very body. In the dense treetops of the Amazon, as night falls or dawn breaks, powerful howls resonate in the silence of the forest. These are the cries of the howler monkeys, whose scientific name is Alouatta. Their vocalizations can travel up to nearly 5 kilometers, helping troop members maintain contact and not get lost in the vastness of the jungle. Thanks to their specially developed larynx, howler monkeys produce the loudest sounds among all primates, a way of asserting their territorial dominance and warning other troops not to invade their space. Furthermore, these howls create a natural alert network in the canopy, where dangers, especially those posed by powerful predators, constantly lurk, thus helping to maintain order within this aerial ecosystem. The spider monkey, known scientifically as a tellus, is an undisputed master in the art of surviving in the dizzying heights of the forest canopy. These monkeys almost never touch the ground, spending their entire existence suspended between the branches of trees, where they search for food, reproduce, and care for their offspring. The spider monkey's body is perfectly designed for arboreal life, with long arms and a flexible prehensile tail that acts as a fifth limb. They move with disconcerting agility between the branches, true expert acrobats. Their tail, which can measure up to nearly 90 centimeters, is strong enough to grip firmly onto branches and even to suspend their entire body by it alone. Spider monkeys can move at speeds of up to 24 kilometers per hour in the canopy, an impressive velocity that allows them to escape predators and access abundant food sources. Toucans belonging to the Rainforestidae family are a vibrant and colorful symbol of the Amazon rainforest. These birds are distinguished by their large multicolored beak, which measures between 15 and 19 centimeters long and represents up to a third of their total body length. This beak is not just a tool for feeding, but also a biological wonder. God designed every detail of his creation, formed of keratin and featuring air cavities inside. The toucan's beak is as light as a feather, allowing them to move with ease among the dense treetops. Moreover, this beak acts as a natural radiator, helping to regulate their body temperature in the hot and humid climate of the tropical region. Toucans are experts at adapting and surviving in the treetops. They nest in the cavities of trunks, thus keeping themselves safe from terrestrial predators. With sturdy legs and sharp claws, they can grip firmly to branches and move nimbly through the foliage. Living in small groups, toucans communicate through sonorous calls, not only to stay in contact, but also to alert to the presence of predators. They play a crucial role as seed dispersers in the Amazon rainforest. By consuming fruits, they digest the pulp and scatter the seeds through their droppings. This makes toucans the most effective birds for seed dispersal in the Amazon, thereby helping to maintain plant diversity and forest regeneration.
Na alta copa da floresta amazônica, o bufo real americano, Bulbo virginianus, nidifica silenciosamente nos ramos altos, reutilizando por vezes ninhos de outras aves ou construindo os seus próprios. O bufo real americano é uma das maiores espécies de corujas, com um comprimento corporal de 46 a 63 centímetros e uma envergadura de asas que varia entre 1 e 1,5 metros. Embora comum em toda a América do Norte e do Sul, este grande bufo desempenha um papel crucial no ecossistema da copa amazônica. À noite, quando a maioria dos animais repousa, o bufo real americano emerge, caçando na escuridão densa da copa. Este bufo possui olhos grandes que representam quase 5% do seu peso corporal. A sua visão é 100 vezes mais sensível que a dos humanos em condições de pouca luz, permitindo-lhe detectar as suas presas mesmo numa escuridão quase total. O bufo real americano tem uma audição extremamente desenvolvida, com orelhas assimétricas na sua cabeça que lhe permitem localizar os sons em 3 dimensões. Graças a esta capacidade, ele pode detectar sons com uma diferença de tempo de chegada aos ouvidos tão ínfima quanto 1 milionésimo de segundo.
This enables it to precisely locate its prey based on the most subtle sounds, even when it is completely concealed. The great horned owl's ability to fly in complete silence is one of the key factors that make it a formidable predator. The unique structure of its feathers, with serrated edges and an underlayer of soft down, disperses the air and minimizes noise to the fullest during its flight. When it attacks, this owl uses its powerful talons, exerting a pressure force of up to 300 pounds per square inch, sufficient to puncture the bones of prey such as mice, snakes, rabbits, and even large birds.
Sob a alta copa da floresta tropical amazônica, a uma altitude que varia entre 20 e 30 metros acima do solo, existe um mundo semi-iluminado onde a luz solar se filtra delicadamente através das camadas superiores das árvores. É uma zona de transição, um verdadeiro viveiro natural, onde a vida atinge o seu apogeu com uma densidade vegetal extraordinária, representando cerca de 60% das espécies vegetais da Amazônia. As folhas largas sobrepõem-se e entrelaçam-se, formando uma cobertura quase contínua que protege e sustenta milhares de espécies únicas de flora e fauna. Esta camada da floresta tropical abriga cerca de 75% dos mamíferos da Amazônia. Este ecossistema age como uma camada protetora, preservando os níveis inferiores das chuvas intensas e dos ventos, ao mesmo tempo que fornece sombra e mantém a umidade em toda a floresta. Uma característica distintiva desta parte da copa é a abundância de plantas epífitas, que não crescem no solo, mas vivem como parasitas ou em simbiose nas grandes árvores, absorvendo a água e os nutrientes do ar e da chuva. Os insetos desempenham um papel essencial no ecossistema da copa, com uma estimativa de cerca de 2,5 milhões de espécies a viver neste nível. Estes pequenos seres não contribuem apenas para a polinização e a decomposição da matéria orgânica, mas mantêm também o equilíbrio ecológico da floresta. Em particular, muitas espécies de insetos da copa evoluíram para se tornarem mestres da camuflagem, confundindo-se completamente com o seu ambiente. Os bichos-pau, cujo nome científico é Phasmatodea, são um exemplo notável da arte da camuflagem natural. Os seus corpos são concebidos para imitar perfeitamente as folhas, desde as nervuras até a cor e até as marcas de mordidas de insetos. Mais notável ainda, alguns podem mudar a cor do seu corpo de acordo com a estação, adaptando-se às mudanças das folhas e dissimulando-se de forma impecável aos olhos dos predadores mais atentos.
In the rich ecosystem of the Amazon rainforest, thousands of species of arachnids, including spiders, scorpions, mites, and other arthropods, inhabit and thrive. Among them, spiders dominate, representing approximately 80% of the arachnid species recorded in the canopy, where sunlight struggles to find its way through the dense foliage. Many canopy spiders have developed highly sophisticated camouflage techniques. Among these, the crab spider, whose scientific name is Thomisidae, is an expert at changing its body color to mimic its environment, shifting from the green of leaves to the brown of tree bark. This ability not only helps them go unnoticed by predators, but also transforms them into ambush predators, capable of attacking their prey when they least expect it. Other spider species, like the orb-weaving spiders, use their webs to hunt with a success rate of up to 50%. Their large circular webs are made of ultra-strong silk threads, capable of withstanding a force 5 times greater than that of steel of the same weight, allowing them to capture large insects like butterflies and bees. Unlike spiders that weave webs, the Goliath tarantula is an ambush predator. It hides underground and detects even the slightest movements in its environment through sensitive hairs on its legs. When the opportune moment arises, the Goliath launches itself with impressive speed, injects its venom, and uses its fangs of nearly 2.5 centimeters long to quickly subdue its prey. It then injects digestive enzymes, transforming the prey's body into a liquid to be absorbed. On the small branches, hummingbirds use spider silk and plant fragments to build their nests. Their nests are tiny, just small enough to hold the eggs and chicks, which helps them stay out of the reach of predators. The survival of the chicks in the canopy largely depends on the mother's ability to build the nest in a safe and discreet location. Hummingbirds play a fundamental role as pollinators, being responsible for about 25% of the pollination in the upper levels of the Amazon rainforest. With their long, thin tongues, they can extract nectar from flowers that other birds cannot reach. These birds have the highest metabolic rate among all birds, consuming an enormous amount of energy relative to their small body size. Their hearts can beat up to 1,200 times per minute in flight, allowing them to move quickly from flower to feed. At the beginning of the dry season, from July to December, when the Amazon rainforest is brimming with food and the climate is favorable, macaws begin their nesting season. They are extremely meticulous in choosing the location for their nests. Approximately 80% of macaw species in the Amazon choose to nest at a height between 20 and 30 meters above the ground, in the dense canopy, from where they can observe and protect their nests from potential threats. Macaws particularly prefer trees like the Ceiba pentandra, whose thick trunks and strong roots help minimize the risks of predation by snakes and monkeys. During the nesting season, macaws dedicate about 70% of their daily time to searching for food, ensuring their chicks receive sufficient nutrition to grow healthily. They use their powerful calls, which resonate throughout the jungle, as well as their colorful plumage, as effective warning signals to scare off potential predators. The vibrant plumage not only attracts their mates, but also becomes a visual tool to protect their nests. Furthermore, macaws often collaborate with other members of their group to protect the nests in their territory, forming a collective security network that increases the chances of survival for the entire flock.
Paralelamente às vastas florestas tropicais, a Amazônia abriga outro mundo. Grutas misteriosas formadas pelo processo de erosão do calcário e do arenito ao longo de milhões de anos. Estas cavernas constituem uma rede complexa de câmaras subterrâneas, rios, formações rochosas que evocam crânios e lagos. No interior destes espaços obscuros, as condições únicas de elevada umidade e temperatura estável favoreceram adaptações singulares nas espécies que as habitam, transformando estas grutas em ecossistemas fechados.
In an environment where sunlight is scarce, many organisms depend on limited energy sources, primarily organic matter brought in from the outside or from the process of chemosynthesis carried out by bacteria. These chemosynthetic bacteria use chemical compounds as an energy source instead of sunlight, forming the base of the food chain in many cave ecosystems. Through chemosynthesis, they produce organic matter that provides energy to the other species in this closed ecosystem. The common vampire bat, whose scientific name is Desmatus rotundus, is a characteristic species of the Amazon rainforest, where it can live in high density, reaching up to 8 individuals per square meter in favorable caves. The cave environment, with its constant darkness and humidity, offers a perfect refuge for these bats, allowing them to avoid predators and conserve energy during the day before going out to hunt at night. Being the only bats in the world with a diet based on blood, hematophagy, vampire bats must consume about 20 milliliters of blood each night to survive. They use their sharp teeth to make a small incision in the skin of their prey, then use their tongue to lap up the blood. This process occurs silently thanks to the enzyme draculin in their saliva, a substance that acts as an anticoagulant and analgesic, allowing the prey not to notice the wound immediately and for the blood to flow constantly. The social behavior of vampire bats is extremely complex. If an individual fails to find food, other members of the colony will often share blood with it. This act not only strengthens the bonds within the group, but also serves as a crucial survival mechanism during times of food scarcity. The Amazon River, with a length of approximately 6,400 kilometers, is the largest river in the world by water volume, crossing 7 South American countries before flowing into the Atlantic Ocean. The ecosystem of the Amazon River is divided into 2 main types of water, black waters and white waters. The white waters, flowing from the Andes, carry nutrient-rich sediments, creating an ideal environment for the development of herbivorous fish and invertebrates. On the other hand, the black waters, with high acidity, few sediments, and tannins from vegetation, form a challenging but suitable environment for fish species that have evolved to adapt to these conditions. Along the tranquil course of the Amazon River, sandbanks become gathering points for many species of turtles, where they sunbathe to warm their bodies and eliminate parasites. On the warm sand, the turtles rest silently under the sun, but another unique phenomenon occurs on their carapaces, the arrival of butterflies that group together to collect the turtles' tears. The butterflies, particularly the males, seek out the turtles' tears as a valuable source of salt and minerals, rare elements in their diet. This behavior is known as lacryphagy, or the act of drinking tears, an uncommon and unique phenomenon in nature. The Amazon River is home to more than 2,200 species of fish, which represents about 15% of all freshwater fish species in the world. This river provides an abundant food source for many animal species, including the American anhinga, also known as the snakebird, a bird with a unique hunting strategy. With its long, slender body, the anhinga moves gracefully underwater, resembling a gliding snake. This ability allows it to hunt effectively in the deep waters of the Amazon. Unlike many other birds, the anhinga's feathers are not waterproof, which allows it to dive up to 6 meters deep without buoyancy pushing it to the surface. When it spots its prey, usually fish or small amphibians, the anhinga uses its long, flexible neck to launch a lightning-fast attack, spearing its prey with its needle-sharp beak. This strategy is highly effective, allowing the anhinga to achieve a hunting success rate of 60% in its natural environment. However, the greatest threat to the species that inhabit the Amazon River is the black caiman, a powerful creature within the order established by God. This crocodilian, known scientifically as Melanosuchus niger, is the largest in South America, reaching up to 6 meters in length and a weight of nearly 500 kilograms. The black caiman can live up to 70 years and possesses extraordinary resistance. It is capable of surviving without feeding for weeks or even months, thanks to its ability to store energy in the form of fat. When conditions become difficult, it reduces its metabolism to conserve energy, an optimal survival strategy in the changing environment of the Amazon. The black skin of the caiman not only allows it to camouflage perfectly in dark waters, but also absorbs the sun's heat during the day, helping it maintain its body temperature for hunting at night. Its eyes, equipped with a membrane called the tapetum lucidum, reflect light, allowing them to see clearly in the dark and detect prey from long distances. A master of the ambush, the black caiman often remains motionless underwater or hidden among the riverbank vegetation, waiting for prey to approach close enough to launch a surprise attack. With an extremely powerful bite of up to 3,700 pounds per square inch, they can easily overpower large prey such as fish, mammals, birds, and even other crocodilians. Once they catch their prey in their jaws, the black caiman drags it underwater, using powerful body rotations to disorient and suffocate it.
O rio Amazonas não é apenas o domínio do jacaré preto, mas também o palco de outro predador gigante, a anaconda verde, conhecida cientificamente como Eunectes murinus.
When discussing the most formidable predators of the Amazon River ecosystem, the red-bellied piranha is an unavoidable name. This famous fish bears the scientific name Pygocentris naturari. The teeth of the red piranha are incredibly sharp, arranged like a saw, with each tooth measuring between 4 and 5 millimeters long, and their bite force can reach 72 pounds per square inch, sufficient to tear the flesh of their prey in seconds. Red piranhas typically hunt in groups of 20 to 30 individuals, using a simultaneous attack strategy. When attacking their prey, they begin by biting small pieces of flesh, causing blood loss and progressively weakening the victim. The first bite from a piranha can cause its prey to lose up to 35% of its body weight in just a few minutes. This speed and aggression make the red piranha one of the most effective predators in the Amazon ecosystem, with a 70% success rate in its hunts. Despite their reputation for aggression, red piranhas are surprisingly flexible in their diet. They can switch from hunting live prey to feeding on carrion or even plants when necessary. This adaptability allows them to survive in the harsh conditions of the Amazon, an ever-changing ecosystem. The arapaima, also known as the pirarucu, is a giant freshwater fish that inhabits the Amazon River system in South America. With a length that can reach 3 meters and a weight exceeding 200 kilograms, it ranks among the largest freshwater fish in the world. What makes the arapaima so special is its ability to breathe atmospheric air thanks to a modified swim bladder, which allows it to survive in waters with low oxygen levels. The arapaima has a long, streamlined body covered with large, tough scales of a silvery gray color, which often show reddish hues on the tail, making it particularly striking. This fish is a predator whose diet includes small fish, shrimp, crabs, and even birds or small animals that fall into the water. An interesting fact is that the arapaima plays a very important role in the Amazonian ecosystem and also holds great cultural and nutritional value for local communities. However, due to overfishing, its population in the wild has considerably decreased, leading to a more intense focus on its conservation. The arapaima is not only a symbol of the grandeur of nature, but also a reminder of the importance of protecting precious ecosystems like the Amazon. In the heart of the Amazon jungle, where rivers and swamps dominate the landscape, the anaconda, known as sucuri in Portuguese, emerges as a living legend of nature. It is the world's largest snake, capable of reaching over 9 meters in length and weighing more than 200 kilograms. The anaconda lives primarily in the water, where it moves with agility and stealth thanks to its muscular body covered in olive green scales adorned with black patterns, allowing it to camouflage perfectly in the mud and vegetation. Its eyes and nostrils are located on the top of its head, enabling it to observe its surroundings almost without leaving the water. This species is an expert predator that stalks its prey, such as fish, birds, and even deer, tapirs, or small caimans. When it attacks, it does not bite to kill, but wraps its prey in its powerful body, suffocating it before swallowing it whole. Although the anaconda arouses as much curiosity as fear in humans, it rarely poses a danger to people unless it feels threatened. In the Amazon ecosystem, it plays a crucial role in the balance of species, being a symbol of the strength and mystery of the tropical rainforest. Furthermore, one cannot overlook the jaguar, the supreme king of the Amazon. Its ability to hunt underwater is a testament to its exceptional adaptation to riverine and swampy environments, where food is abundant but competition is less. Unlike many other great felines that only swim when necessary, the jaguar loves water and has outstanding swimming abilities, often hunting in areas where few animals can access. According to a 2023 review, between 15 and 20% of the jaguar's diet in the Amazon consists of aquatic animals, such as fish, turtles, and even small caimans. The jaguar's aquatic ambushes are even more successful than its terrestrial hunts, with a success rate of about 60%. From December to May, the rainy season in the Amazon causes a significant rise in the level of the Amazon River and its tributaries. The water level can rise by 3 to 4.5 meters, flooding millions of hectares of forest and creating a vast network of swamps and submerged areas. These flooded forests, known as varzea, become temporary habitats for many animal species, from fish to mammals and birds. The rainy season brings significant changes to the ecosystem, promoting the reproduction of many fish species and the growth of aquatic plants. Approximately 60% of fish species in the Amazon reproduce in the flooded forest during the rainy season, a crucial ecosystem in their life cycle. However, many animal species must also adapt to survive in this rapidly changing environment. When the rising water level and intense rains flood part of the leafcutter ant's nest, they must build higher fungus chambers and create natural drainage to keep the nest dry. The worker ants even move the fungus to upper chambers if necessary, ensuring the survival of the entire colony during the difficult months of the rainy season. The rainy season, far from being a threat, becomes an opportunity for these ants to demonstrate their resilience and extraordinary survival capacity. During the rainy season, when mobility is made difficult by the flooded forests, the clay licks become heavily frequented gathering points for flocks of macaws. These clay cliffs, rich in minerals, help the macaws neutralize the toxins present in immature seeds and fruits, especially alkaloids. The rainy season also marks a crucial moment in the reproductive cycle of the macaws. At the clay licks, they not only seek a mate, but also engage in important social interactions. The males often display their vibrant colors and emit powerful calls to attract females and defend their territory against intruders. For the giant otters, the largest otters in the world, the rainy season presents extreme challenges. The rising water level transforms their habitat, making hunting more difficult as fish and other aquatic species disperse and hide in newly flooded areas. Food scarcity becomes a problem, while threats from predators like the black caiman and the anaconda increase, jeopardizing the safety of the entire troop. However, giant otters possess an impressive adaptability. They modify their hunting strategies using the collective force of the troop, which can number between 10 and 20 members, to corner fish in shallow water areas where they are easier to catch. Their powerful swimming ability and resonant calls allow them to maintain group cohesion, creating a solid defense system against environmental threats. This cooperation increases the survival rate of giant otters up to 70%, even under adverse conditions. During the rainy season, when the landscape transforms into a network of flooded rivers and streams, food becomes abundant, but nutrients can be diluted by the water. At this time, herds of peccaries, the characteristic wild pigs of South America, often gather at mineral licks. These areas of mineral-rich soil provide essential nutrients such as sodium and calcium, helping the peccaries to compensate for deficiencies in their daily diet. However, these mineral licks also become critical danger points, where about 30% of successful jaguar ambushes against peccaries occur during the rainy season. To survive, peccaries have developed a strong social and defense system. They live in herds that can number in the hundreds and typically assign the task of watching guard to the herd leaders while the others absorb essential minerals. The cohesion within the herd is a key factor that allows peccaries to overcome the dangers of the rainy season, thus protecting themselves from predators in the complex and diverse ecosystem of the Amazon. However, the struggle for the survival of species in the Amazon is not only threatened by the harshness of nature. The activity of tectonic plates took millions of years to create the natural wealth and diversity of the Amazon. Yet humanity has taken only a few decades to destroy it. One of the most serious problems is deforestation, which not only destroys the forests, home to countless animal species, but also contaminates water sources, severely affecting aquatic ecosystems. According to the World Meteorological Organization in 2023, the Amazon has lost more than 20% of its original area over the past 50 years. This loss is not just a cold figure, but a drastic decrease in biodiversity and the disappearance of species that have existed for millions of years. If urgent measures are not taken, it is estimated that by 2050, 40% of the Amazon rainforest could disappear, causing the collapse of one of the planet's most vital ecosystems. Climate change is further aggravating the situation. Rising temperatures and decreasing rainfall have led the Amazon rainforest, a symbol of abundant life, to face devastating forest fires. Areas that were once green have now become arid and charred. This impact would not only be a disaster for the local ecosystem, but would also represent a grave threat to the entire planet. According to WWF, in a study published in Nature in 2024, between 400 and 500 new species are discovered in the Amazon each year. However, at the same time, hundreds of species could be disappearing forever before humanity even learns of their existence. The green lung of the Earth is gradually being depleted due to the uncontrolled actions of humans. The vast forests in the Amazon River are issuing an urgent call, pleading for protection from the disaster that is unfolding. More than ever, protecting the Amazon is not just about saving a forest, but about securing our own future. In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a silent but intense battle is being fought. Conservation efforts, like a faint light in the midst of darkness, not only seek to preserve nature, but also fulfill the sacred mission of protecting the Earth's green lung, a precious gift from God, from destruction. In this place, environmental defenders work tirelessly to protect natural reserves and forest areas managed by indigenous communities. According to a study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in 2023, areas under the administration of indigenous peoples have significantly reduced deforestation, helping to conserve more than 55 million hectares of the Amazon rainforest. Furthermore, non-governmental organizations and national governments have worked closely to implement reforestation programs. Among them, the WWF's Trillion Trees Initiative stands out, with the goal of planting 1 trillion trees worldwide, a large portion of which is in the Amazon. The young trees planted not only regenerate the ecosystem, but also generate jobs and sustainable livelihood opportunities for local communities. Like a crucial link in the ecological chain, every action to protect the forests generates a multiplier effect that helps to preserve life on our planet. The Amazon needs us, and we need the Amazon, an inseparable relationship in the struggle to protect the future. Have you ever immersed yourself in the majesty of the Amazon rainforest? If so, share your most memorable memories in the comments below. Your experiences can become a powerful source of inspiration, helping to spread the message about the importance of protecting this precious natural treasure. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell to join us on the next magical adventures, where the stories of nature are still waiting to be told.